Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to a brand new game to us, Settlement Survival. It's a bit like Banished, but more prettified, a bit more in-depth. There's technology you need to learn. Looks really, really cool, has night and day. It's early access, it's available on Steam. I think I paid £11 for it. So I thought we'll give it a go. We do like new games. So, we'll set it up. There is two options. There's standard mode and there's a sandbox mode. Now, sandbox gives you all the technology to start, but we're going to do the standard mode to learn how to play the game. We'll play it on medium, disasters are on, and that's how we've set up. So we'll just set it up as Gaming Dad's Town. Happy days. Start. So I've played it for about an hour. Initially, we need to put down a place to start. These are the edge of the world, so these kind of borderlines. So I think we might start off kind of in a corner and work our way up. Sounds good. Boom, just pop it in there. Right then, so like Banished, I'm going to come out with the map just so you can we'll cover a few areas off. So these kind of highlight areas here, if I press O and look at resource point, it tells you what they are. So this one here is collecting resources. You get 100% of plant seeds. This one here is output of farmland. Fertile land and forest farms improved by 100%. So we kind of want farms there. We want gatherers there is the way I'm thinking about it. And the same there, so farms. On the map, you've got stone, you've got wood, which is the trees. This is iron ore. And we need to follow the goals, the tasks up here. There is a research tree. We'll go through all of this to start with. And then the other thing is, in this top window, this is kind of a timeline of it. It moves along, different seasons. You'll see like a ship will come on here, which is a merchant ship that'll fetch stuff. And that's about as much as I learned. Okay? So I've brought you guys in so we can learn the game together. We need houses. So before I start, we need to gather. The only thing we've got is a storage, a builder's tent, and the initial marketplace. This ring here is where we can build houses. We can't build one here, for example. It's got to be inside the ring. Okay, so I'm going to set up for houses, and we'll make it happen. So, 1, 2, it's R to rotate, and 3 and 4, and then I'm going to leave a little gap. You get 4 people in a house, and we need housing for 21. So that should be initially enough. And just like Banished, we need to set up for gathering resources. So if you go on this pickaxe, gather all, and we can just kind of asset strip the whole area. So let's just do that. Boom. Yep. So they'll start working on that. They'll put them into the resource holding area, and away we go. Initially, we get 5 points. 3 points in this technology, but we can build what's called a research centre, which will give us more. Now, I don't know how we're going to start or what's best for us, but we'll just follow along for now, following the goals, and we'll see how we do. We've got happiness and health. There's 3 speeds. You can press F2, goes up to 10, so 4 speeds, and that's it. We're going to build a house, and then I'm guessing it's going to be food and all this kind of stuff. It's really in-depth. There's loads of stuff in here. Materials, foods, so we'll learn all this kind of stuff together as well. But initially, I just need to build them some housing. Otherwise, they won't be happy. And they'll use wood. We've got a new crop, so if I click on that, this is what we have. We've got pear tree, which will be an orchard, tomatoes, oats, and rice seeds, so we can build fields with these. Right, we've done the house. Boom. Now we need to build a field. So, I'm going to build fields outside of the ringed area to start with. So, if I come across this way, that one was for collecting. So that's going to be a gatherer's hut down there. And probably, if I come across this way, just with a road, kind of build farms down there, I'm thinking. Yeah, That's all I've got up to now. So, we need to build a standard field. So if we come down here to food, standard field, and I think, yeah, see how it's highlighted the area? To say that's a really good area for standard field. So, maybe, I've got to build a standard field. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do in that case then. I'm going to build a standard field up here. And I want to build a couple. I'm just thinking, can I use that whole area for a normal field? Let's put a standard in. And then try and do a field to cover all of that. Will it let us? I think it did. But I need 2 standard fields for the quest. Put one on the other side of the road. Boom. Right, let's go. These will take people to work on them as well. The guys are freezing. They will get... So this is what they've got in the houses. So they obviously need to add in a bit of wood. There you go. There's some firewood. So that's what we need to produce. This is your little kind of diary at the bottom left. And we'll need a gatherer's hut, I'm sure, in here. You get hunter's hut, you get fishing. Lots and lots. So, still building houses. I'm not going to have 9, probably still need more. So I'm going to bang in a couple of more houses up the top. Let's have a look, see. Can't have one there, so I want a road. So let's say 1 and 2. And I think we're going to end up running out of space. The guys are building. And we are on max speed. So you don't want them walking that far, really, but we need to kind of keep that space for the housing. So it's forcing my hand slightly. For now, just because we are building, I'm going to bang in another builder in the builder's cabin. We'll reduce them later. Right, here's the first one, first field. So we choose what we want to build. We'll go for a staple food first. So that'll give us rice. Yeah. Yeah, so again, excuse me, along this top line, here's a merchant ship. So we would need to have a dock to be able to buy from that merchant ship. He doesn't buy from us. I think we needed what's called a trading. It's like a caravan trade that we need. So initially we'll just be able to buy in, but we're only getting these coins. There you go, my warehouses are full. Right, let's do a little bit with the... what? Let's do some research. I'm just conscious of the fact everybody's happy at the minute. I'm going to take the chance to build research institutes, because they're going to keep giving us my points. And we can build them outside the ring, probably across here. So again, we'll cover all this off, guys, but this is the stuff you can build. We're looking for research institutes for now. So I'm going to put in 2. And at least I know I've got points coming in on my own kind of agenda. Let us put a bit of roadage along from here. Boom. And that'll get them slightly closer. Yep, go. Right, we're still waiting for the fields. There's another one. So this one probably uses a lot more people because it's bigger. Excuse me. Let's do... We haven't got a brewery yet. I'm going to go for the tomatoes. Yeah, cool. Right, so I've still got 3 people houses and all my yards are full. I need to put in some storage, which is... he says... Which one was the storage? That one, yeah. Storage yard. So again, we'll probably build one a bit towards the outside rather than take up space. Probably want another field in there. This area was a bit small, so let's do a storage yard in here. Boom. And all this stuff's just being laid out. Okay, the next thing, we'll just keep following the tasks. So we'll get a new technology point. People will go to work in here. I'm going to need a town hall. Eventually along here, they'll fetch immigrants. But unless I've got a town hall, just like Banished, you won't be able to get one. Or you won't be able to invite them in. Right, so another field. Now, I'm going to get them to make... I think I'm going to get them to make flax for now. Because that might be something we can use. I'm guessing kind of clothing. My lowest thing at the minute is tools and firewood. Okay, these next one. So standard field, we're going to get 700 coins for that. Right, it's asking us to close one. What it's just showing us is, if we click on this, this is open, so people come to work. If I close it, it shuts it down. I'll reopen it again. So you can do that in all the buildings, I'm led to believe. So we've put that back on. We've got a well to build next. I'm going to keep the well in the town centre. Just because it makes sense. You get small wells, which produce a small amount of water, can put fires out, and then you get large wells. So I'm going to put a large one in for now. I'll keep them kind of close-ish so the guys can they access it from all sides? Yeah. I think I'll put it there. Boom. And again, they're going to need people to work on them. And I'm running out of firewood. So I'm kind of going to jump ahead on the tutorial. Because we do want firewood. So, processing, is it? No. Construction. Ah, there we go. A sawmill. Okay. We do a water or a normal. So I think we'll activate that. And that'll make us domestic fuel. And that's what we need for this little part here. Because they're going to come into the window with no fuel at the minute. So in this case it's highlighted above with a little dot. See there's something new in there. So do I put a water sawmill in or a sawmill? Water sawmill's out there. Quite a little trek away, isn't it? But more efficient. I'm going to go for a water sawmill. Sort it. Let them walk. Somewhere about there. Yeah, cool. We'll get that going. And again, at some point, I think it might be in logistics where we can get a warehouse. It's greater storage capacity. I think I'm going to activate for that. Just because playing what's in front of us, our stuff's full. So let us do a warehouse. I'm going to pop a warehouse in here for now. Kind of close to the town, and then I'll bin off the storage structures once we get ready for it. The storage barn, what do they call them? Storage. Oh, hold on, got a fire. No, there's not. Whew, I thought it was a fire. Fuel reserves are low, so I need to prioritise this just by clicking that button. I will try and get that to be priority. Because we will run out. We found a new crop seed. So was that in information? Yeah, collection, IF information. So we got what? I don't know. Maybe a garth? I think everything else was already there. Yeah, so that's highlighted to say we're doing really well with food. We need a galvanized hood. Big well, we've got one. So we'll get the 400 coins. we now need a forester's hut. A forester's hut, which will be in the food, I'm hoping. That won't be too easy. It's in here. So, forester's hut. So he'll have a ring of influence, and again, we kind of want him outside somewhere. So, what was that one for? I think that one's for pastures, he says. I think it's for pastures. Let's have a look. Yeah, increased output of pastures. So I don't want to... It might just be one area. If I was to try and build a pasture... Yeah, it's just in there. So... I will put in my forester's hut. Outside of the village. I'm hoping it's going to be a good sized town eventually. Thinking somewhere about there. No, I think we're going to have to go a bit further away. That's the edge of the map. I want to chuck them in there. And then I'll do a bit of roadage for him. Right, he's entrance up that end. I'll kind of take it down to the centre of town. Boom. These are just dirt roads. Don't cost us anything other than a bit of time. But my issue is going to be peeps. And at the minute, my issue is bloody firewood across here. Fuel. And there is a smaller one. I think it's called a chopping shed or something like that. These are alpacas, so we can get them for wool. Just waiting for this bad boy. The water's low. It should be producing, but it's just a bit low at the minute. That's a horrible sound. Right, we're just waiting for iron ore. Again, it's because it's so far away. So many materials kicking about. But it has to be done. We needed to build them. I've prioritised this. Definitely need the firewood. I'm starting to get at the materials now. But I think it looks quite cool. I think it'll be one of these that's kind of easy to play, but it'll be ridiculous to master. So yeah, there's ships coming in now. But I don't think we'll have the port up and running by the time that comes. And we're not in a rush, but... Right. These are going to process... So you can see the options. It does timber to domestic fuel, dried animal dung, which we haven't got yet, or can build planks. So for now, I just want domestic fuel. Just to help the guys out. Right, we've got another technology point. We've acquired another seed, it says. Don't see it. Okay, what do we work on next? Still firewood. But I think we can do some mining for coal. Bear in mind, I haven't got the peeps. So I am slightly concerned. I think I'm going to add to my wars and try and get in a town hall. Again, I don't think it needs to be in here, like as in the centre, but I will put it in there. Put it at the end of the town. Pretty much there. So again, we're just asking for stuff to be built. Hopefully we've got a little bit of firewood coming in. I can see my next issue, and this is kind of how I play most of my games. The next issue is going to be tools, which is a smithy, I'm led to believe. Yeah. So again, just adding to the wars. I will put a smithy down, but I'm going to put it down kind of on the edge of town. Yeah, smithy. Let's put it back here. Cool. Loads of stuff building. I think the guys have picked up most of the stuff that was lying around now. This is telling us it's not the time for planting. I think they're planting the March and fetch it in the August. We'll let the town hall build. I've got 3 peeps left. I've got no kids. And because my health's low, they'll end up not having children, which could be an issue for us. We need them happier. But we are building like Billy O. 2 citizens are freezing, but once they get in the house, it kind of stops them being cold. So I'll try not to build too much more. I know it's really hard for me until we get a few bits and bobs up, and then we'll probably have to stop, because we're running out of peeps. The town hall getting finished will allow us to fetch immigrants in if it comes along this line. But I am going to run out of peeps. We can build bridges, go across the water, which would be cool to expand us, but let's not jump too far ahead. We could be dead in minutes if it goes wrong. There is disasters. At the minute we've only got stone tools. The smithy should allow us to build iron tools, which are a bit harder. Should last a bit better. Ah, hold on. See these little things here? I didn't know what they were, I just thought they were prettified. If you click on them, the citizens were attracted by the beautiful lanterns. And you can either solve the riddle or collect the paper notes. Now, I don't know why I would do either, but I've just done that before. And they get a reward, which is something kind of happy, I think. Beverages. It doesn't show up. It will somewhere. But it doesn't. Unless you've got to wait for it to come through. Yeah. It's so kind of deep with regards to materials. It's crazy. It will be somewhere. Oh, alcohol and snacks, there you go. Spirits 200. Premium, there you are. So it's a premium wine. That'll make them a bit happier. So we're going to need to work on health next, because that's the one that's dropping. That's as well as working on everything that we bloody need with regards to tools and all that. But we need them happier to get kids to come in. So if I look, one citizen wants a new house. We definitely don't want to be not giving them housing. Just back some into here. And then I'll also put another 2 there just so they've got space to grow. Now, what else do I want? Happiness. So, if I look in here, this is our technology tree. Soap will make them happy. And you can make herbs are gathered by the gatherers. So, we can do something, but I'm sure it's along the lines of you need soap and the medicine to make a medicinal soap. So, I think we need either fat, blubber, or beeswax. Don't know how we'll get the blubber, is the honest answer. Probably from Wales or something like that, but I don't know if it needs to be a specific spot or further down the queue. Fermenting. So we can build a winery. What's that need? Glass. Okay, so this is the knock-on effect. We need glass to build a winery that would make them happier. A police station would stop criminals. I haven't got any criminals yet, so that's that. Education. We need to get something else. Medical research, a school expansion. This is all to do with trades, pottery, mining, refined fuel. Okay, wow. Sand mining, which will give us clay to make glass. Do I work on that? Construction, lighting, process fat into lamp oil. Where do we get the fat from? Reeds, apiary. So an apiary will give us beeswax, and the beeswax could make us a soap. Yeah, I think I'll work on that. Yes. Let's go for apiary, but to get that you need clay. And clay comes from that sand pit thing, yeah? Sand mining. Let's do that. So we're probably just thinking ahead. But I need the apiary after that one. Activate. And then we'll unleash the soap one. There you go. So I've used up all my technology points. I've only got 2 peeps left. When I'm not building, I'll probably drop a builder out. Okay, we've got another technology point. We'll hold it for now. So this is my concern now. Only got 2 peeps. Only got the 2. Oh, look. That's fish. How cool. Right. What do I... I'm just going to wait. Just going to kind of bide me time a little bit. So that's the town hall up. It lets you have an administrator, so we'll see what that's about. We're still waiting for the forester, am I right? Right, I'm just going to go back to basics. Oh, I've got no people left. So when they're not working or when they hit their limits, I'm just going to check out all of this iron ore here. And wood. A bit more of the ores. Just try and get this before we start mining. There's a bit more up there. I know I've put gather all, but just take them out of these areas. Right, March has arrived, so they should start planting. This guy's hit his limit, so I've got a 200 for wood, and you can see on the left I've got 216. I'll pop that up to 50, just 260. There you go. Right, we have got a new technology point, but I'm not in a rush. I don't have any people to work in my smithy. So, I'm going to drop a builder off and get them to go in the smithy. And get them to build us iron tools. There you go. That'll at least start that process. Right, the forester's hut's done. Ah, bollocks. Look, injured. We need to gather his hut next, but again, I'm going to jump ahead because there is a clinic here which will help the sick. I don't want to lose them because they're poorly. And the same thing again, I'm probably going to put this in here. This is the area it'll cover, so I'm going to keep it kind of town centre-ish there, and I'll put a bit of roadage in. I'm hoping we'll get to a stage where we can increase the roads to a better material, but I think that'll be a long way off. Right, next one's a gatherer's hut. I'm going to wait until the clinic builds and then we'll ask for that. I need some of these kids to turn into adults, which is a bit of an ask because we keep making bloody buildings. Right, we've got 2 people in here and it's activated to fell trees and plant trees. So again, did we put... Yeah, so we've got a warehouse. That's quite cool. At some point I will bin that off. Warehouses are expensive, I'm guessing, for materials. But the same again, I think they're going to be... It's a small warehouse. How much does it hold? Probably going to put one out just next to the... Just to help these guys. Then I'll not need to put them storage areas in. I'll do this. I'll put a warehouse across this end for these. Bit of roadage. Flew. Just turn this annoying alarm off. There we go. Right. So we'll wait for the clinic. This guy here hasn't got anybody working there. So again, I'm just going to drop out a builder and put somebody in the clinic because it's important that we've got a doctor and he'll take care of him. And it should increase the health. It says there at the top. It can be upgraded to hospitals. So, I think for our first episode, guys, we will end it here. I've enjoyed it. It's kind of going to be super, super cool as far as I'm concerned. We could literally die. And I will show you that if it happens. Because these are them games you normally start like 100 times to get it kind of happy. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury with you guys. So I will ask for the next building, which is what? I need people for my tools. I probably need clothing, but I did see about the gatherer's hut. I'll put the gatherer's hut down as a request because... Now before there was a seed collecting area, wasn't there? It like said you would get more seeds from down here. I think we must have done that then. But I'm going to put a gatherer's hut in before I leave you, which is in here. Gatherer's hut, it'll get wild vegetables, agave and herb. And generally grow near mature trees. So I want to put it somewhere that is not going to be felled. So maybe, I know it's far away. I'm taking everything down in that area. I'm going to set it up across here, literally miles away. Gatherer's hut. Oh, it's the edge of the map. And that was for another pasture. So yeah, I'm going to put it in here. Just in the centre of there. Boom. Absolutely miles away. And we'll put a bit of roadage in. Fetch it back down towards there. Towards the town. There you go. And again, we're going to have a warehouse across here. I'll give these guys a small warehouse. Just opposite them, and then they can be happy with that. Don't think the road went down the front of it. Well, there we go. Right then, so I've been Gaming Dad. This is a new game. I'm looking forward to doing some episodes for you guys. If you're playing it yourself or you've seen it, get in the comments, let us know how your game's going. And don't forget to hit that like button. See you later. Bye for now.